Shopping around for the best mortgage lender seems like a boring task for most of us, but for the nerds, this is something that we geek out on, among other things. We're going to be covering the 4 best mortgage lenders of 2025 in this video, that way you can benefit from all of the research that we've done behind the scenes. The mortgage team at NerdWallet spent over 40 hours carefully reviewing over 300 different mortgage products. And this Best of Awards is an annual showcase of the best financial product within each category. That means you can pick a category that is relevant for you, say balance transfer credit cards for example, and we will tell you our one and only top pick. We're going to be breaking this video down into the best mortgage lender for first-time homebuyers, refinancing, and home equity loans, and then at the very end, we'll be revealing the best mortgage lender overall, so don't go anywhere. Now guys, the nerds have already done the research here for you, so you don't have to. If you appreciate that, please be sure to drop a like on this video as well as subscribe, and make sure you hit the bell for notifications while you're down there. If you're new here, my name is Ryan Scribner, and I've had a lifetime passion about personal finance, and I post weekly videos here on the NerdWallet YouTube channel. We're going to dive into the winners shortly, but first it's important to understand what a mortgage actually is, as well as debunking a few common mortgage myths. Simply put, a mortgage is a loan that you take out to buy a house or some other type of real estate, and you can think of a mortgage as a big promise to pay off your house bit by bit. While these types of loans are extremely common, there's a lot of misconceptions about them today. The first, and arguably the biggest, is that you need to have a 20% down payment. This is actually completely false, and we're going to be covering options on our list that offer as low as 1% down mortgages. Another common mortgage myth is that the process for getting approved is extremely complicated and time-consuming. While it might not be a walk in the park, it is a lot faster and easier to do this today compared to years past. We're going to cover some lenders shortly that let you apply right from your smartphone, so stay tuned for that. The third and final mortgage myth we're going to cover for now is that you need to have an excellent credit score to get approved. While having a 700 plus credit score certainly doesn't hurt, we're going to be covering some options here that offer loans to those with scores starting out in the low 600s. With that out of the way now, let's dive into the best mortgage lenders, starting out with the first category of first-time homebuyers. And if you want to follow along as we go here, click the top link in the description below to read the Best Mortgages of 2025 guide on NerdWallet. As the name suggests, a first-time homebuyer is someone who is buying a home for the first time. This means they've never owned a home before, whether this be a house, townhome, or condo. The winner for this category is none other than Rocket Mortgage, and here's what stood out about this lender to me. First of all, the minimum recommended credit score for the best approval odds is 620, and this is great for those who might still be in the process of building their credit. In addition, the minimum down payment can be as low as 1%, depending on what type of loan is used. Rocket Mortgage is reported to have an average closing time that is 15 days faster than the industry average, and you can also complete your application right through a mobile app, which makes things extremely convenient. With that said, on the flip side, origination fees are on the higher end, according to the latest federal data. Rocket Mortgage does a high volume of FHA and VA loans, both of which are popular options among first-time homebuyers. If you're looking for a low down payment mortgage, this is a great option to consider. Up next, we're going to talk about the category of refinancing. Now, for those who are not familiar, refinancing is the process of replacing your current mortgage with a new one. This is done with some type of benefit in mind, such as tapping into the value of your home, taking advantage of a lower interest rate, or changing your loan type being among the most common reasons. The winner for this category is Wells Fargo, offering several different refinance options. Here's what stood out about this lender to me. First of all, Wells Fargo offers loan products across the entire United States, so they aren't region specific or anything like that. Wells Fargo has a high market share of the loan refinance market, and it comes as no surprise when you consider their rates and fees. According to the latest federal data, the rates and fees are on the lower side compared to the average. In addition, you can also get discounts and other benefits when you're already a Wells Fargo banking customer with substantial assets held with them. But on the con side, Wells Fargo predominantly works with existing banking customers, so it might be more challenging if you don't bank with them already. Moving on now, we have the category of home equity loans. Now, a home equity loan is a type of loan where you are borrowing against your house, using it as collateral. This basically means putting your house on the line to get access to a loan that is going to be an interest rate that's typically a lot lower than personal loans. With a personal loan, there's nothing being used as collateral, so this is referred to as unsecured debt. This means that if the borrower defaults or doesn't pay the money back, there's nothing for the lender to seize in return. With a home equity loan, your house is being used to back the loan, making this secured debt. The rate will likely be lower, but if you don't pay the loan back or miss too many payments, this could impact the ownership of your home. The biggest thing to keep in mind here with home equity loans is that you're going to be making an additional loan payment on top of your monthly mortgage payment. This can be a slippery slope for many, as those loan payments can be overwhelming quickly. So do yourself a favor and make sure you fully understand this financial product before diving in. The winner for this category is Discover Home Loans. Now, first of all, it's important to understand that the credit score requirement for this type of loan is going to be a bit higher compared to other mortgage products. NerdWallet recommends having a credit score of 680 or better for the best approval odds. Discover Home Loans offers home equity loans to borrowers with a maximum LTV or loan to value of 90%. Simply put, this means they are willing to lend only up to 90% of the home's value. So let's say your home is worth $300,000, for example. Discover Home Loans would only lend you a maximum of $270,000 or 90% loan to value, assuming that you owned your home outright. But many of us do not own our homes outright, so that's when you have to factor in your loan balance too. If you owed $200,000 on the home mentioned in the previous example, you would have up to $70,000 of equity there that you could borrow against pending approval from Discover. Discover Home Loans has a minimum loan amount of $35,000, so this example is within the ballpark of what someone might actually be looking to borrow. Discover is our top pick for this category as they offer options with no closing costs or application fees and repayment terms of up to 30 years. And finally, we have the long-awaited best overall lender according to the nerds. The winner for this category is none other than US Bank. US Bank offers a wide variety of loan types, even venturing off into renovation loans and other loan types. The minimum credit score recommended for best approval odds is 620, and loan down payments start as low as 5%, depending on the loan and mortgage type. US Bank makes it easy to apply for a mortgage online, and the average closing time is faster than the industry average, so be sure to include them on your shortlist. There you have it, guys. That's a roundup of the best mortgage lenders according to the NerdWallet 2025 Best of Awards. Don't forget to click the top link in the description below to read our full mortgage guide over on NerdWallet. And while you're down there, leave us a comment with your best mortgage hack. For me, I like the strategy of making a 13th mortgage payment each year to pay off the loan early. This can actually take years off of a 30-year mortgage term, for example, helping you to pay your mortgage off a lot faster. Now, if you're still in the process of saving up for a home, check out this next video on saving versus investing to learn about achieving the right balance of both. We'll see you next time.